Today I'm going to show you how to draw this cute little dog with markers. This is an easy beginner drawing lesson for kids of all ages, so let's begin. Hi everyone, welcome to Rain Francis Art for Kids. My name is Rain. In this series, Animal Farm, we draw all sorts of animals, so let's draw. This is what you'll need for today's drawing. I've got my dollar store drawing pad here. It's 9 inches by 12 inches wide. It's just white paper. You're going to need a pencil. You're going to need an eraser. And I use my old paintbrush that I've never used for painting before. It's really good to brush off the dust and eraser bits from your page. And today, since we're using markers, we're just going to use a black Sharpie. I'm using a black Sharpie. You can use any type of marker you want, but you want a black marker and a red marker. And I always use my fine tip black marker for outlining. Now that's optional, but I like to outline everything. I think it looks really nice. So why don't I clear off my space here and we can begin drawing our dog. I have to admit that I was thinking of my hound dog Jack when I was coming up with this drawing today. So let's begin. First, we're going to draw the paws of the dog, okay? So watch how I do this. Kind of a semicircle. And then we're going to give him 3 toes. Just like that. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side here. There's a little bit of a space in between, okay? Another semicircle. And 3 toes. Now what I'm going to do after, I'm going to be outlining all of my pencil drawing with my fine-tipped black marker, and then I'm going to erase my pencil. So I just wanted to let you know that in advance that that's what I'm going to do. So let's continue to draw our dog. Now we're going to draw his head, and his head is going to come out from this edge here and this edge here of both of his paws. Now I'm going to see if I can do this in one shot. I might have to erase and come back, but it's kind of like a big circle. Like that. And then just join the head here, because this looks like the back of his body, but you'll see what I mean when it's all drawn in. Now we're going to draw his ears. He's got big floppy ears, okay? So big floppy ears. One on this side and one on this side, another big floppy ear. There. Now this is going to be tricky here. I'm going to start by drawing his eyes, okay? So why don't we draw 2 big oval eyes, and then we'll draw his nose. I was going to draw his nose first, but that, like I said, that might have been a little tricky. So I'm going to start with his eyes, and we'll draw little pupils like this. He's got big eyes. All right? Now watch what I do for his nose. I'm going to come up maybe about here, midway through the eye, just where we started that line for the pupil. I'm going to draw another line, and it's going to come down like that. And the same thing on the other side. Just like that. Kind of looks like an elephant now, doesn't it? Well, let's finish up the dog's face. Now watch, it's going to be a curved line and then another curved line like that. And a little line that comes up here and his nose. Just like that. And we're going to draw a little tongue coming out here. And we'll put in the details, like we'll give him a smile, and we'll give him some eyebrows, and we'll put some details in his paws later. All right? So that's the basic shape of our dog. Now, like I said, this is optional, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to outline my entire dog, okay? With the black fine tip marker. And because I don't mind going outside the lines is what I meant to say, because I'm going to be erasing my pencil. But if you're not going to erase your pencil, try not to go outside of the lines. And you have to know your pencil, I mean your marker too. You have to know how long it takes to dry. Because once you start erasing, you don't want to smudge your marker all over your dog, right? I know my marker and it dries very, very quickly, so I'm not worried about waiting time, but you better check your marker before you start erasing, just to make sure, like I said, you don't smudge things everywhere. There we go. How are you guys doing? Now, what I'm going to do is just double check. I don't have any marker on me, so I'm okay. I'm going to gently erase all of my pencil marks. And like I said, this part's up to you. If you did a good job outlining, you may not need to erase your pencil marks. But mine were a little bit off. I didn't do a perfect job of outlining. I'm just holding my page down so it doesn't keep shifting like that for you. I want you to be able to see everything. But my drawing pad keeps moving anyway. As long as you can see the dog's face, I think we'll be okay. Let me wipe off the eraser bits. And let's see if I need to erase. Yeah, there's a few marks down here. I'm just being really, really picky right now. And a little bit on his eye here. Okay, that's enough rain. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we'll just take our red marker and we'll just color in his tongue. That's the only spot of red that we're going to be coloring today. Just his red tongue. Oh, and I wanted to show you a little trick. Whenever you're coloring with markers, especially Sharpies, put a blank piece of paper underneath your drawing page so that it doesn't go through. If, like me, you're using a drawing pad, you don't want to get marker all over your second page. Or if you're directly on a table, you definitely don't want to get marker all over your table. Unless that's a drawing table, then it's okay. Okay, so we've got his little red tongue. Now I'm going to take my black Sharpie and I'm going to color in his ears black, all black. So there we go. I'm just doing a second outline here because that helps me to figure out where I'm coloring in. These Sharpie markers are really, really nice. They hold a lot of color in them. The only thing I don't like about them is that they stink. I'm not a big fan of how they smell. I've said that before on my videos. Do you guys have dogs? Do you like dogs? I am a very, very, very big dog person. I love dogs. I have 2 dogs right now. My hound dog Jack and my Rottweiler Raven. I've always had dogs since I was a kid. Always, always, always had dogs. One time I had 5 dogs. I can show you a picture of the 5 of them. Aren't they cute? That was about 4 or 5 years ago that I had all 5. Now I have 2. All right, I'm going to go and outline the other ear. If I can get my Sharpie, there we go. My Sharpies are very well used, so sometimes I run out of ink. And I'll show you what I mean. See, there's little bits of marker on this page here. That's why you want to make sure you have another page underneath, just to protect whatever's under your drawing page. My favorite thing to do is to walk my dogs, go for walks with them. And I live in the mountains here, in the forest, and when I take my dogs for a walk, we see lots and lots of wildlife. Anything from little critters like squirrels and mice. Sometimes we see fox. One time we saw a porcupine. Make sure your dog is on a leash when there's porcupines around, because those, they call them quills. They're little pokey things. Dogs are very curious, and if they go up too close to a porcupine, the porcupine might throw those quills at them. And I've seen dogs that have those in their noses, and that's not a good thing for the dog. We also see deer, and a couple of times actually I saw moose. As long as you keep your distance and you respect the wildlife, you're okay. Don't let your dogs run after them. We have big wild turkeys here too. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color in the pupils and his nose with black. So away I go. There's one. And I'll get the other one here. Okay, and now his nose. He's got a big black shiny nose. I think he's looking really cute. Just give that a better outline there. There. He looks so cute. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, wait, I missed a spot here. There we go. Now we're going to do a little bit of detail. So why don't we give him some eyebrows, some really happy looking eyebrows up there. Okay, and I'm just going to do a little bit of shading here with my black, just a little bit on the top. Nothing big, just a little like that. And on his paws, I'm going to draw some lines this way and that way. This way and that way. And maybe give him a little bit of detail on the paws, just a few little lines like that to look like fur. And we have to give him a smile, don't we? So why don't we give him a smile? And we're going to go about, let's see, here. Big smile. And let's give him some cheeks. Now this is how you give the illusion of cheeks. You do semicircles like this on the ends of the mouth. So it looks like he's got two little cheeks there. Isn't that cute? So that's our little dog. Now, my friends, don't forget, I want you to always sign your work. I want you to be proud of the beautiful work of art that you just created today. Now, I hope you enjoyed this lesson, my friends, and we'll see you next time on Animal Farm. Thanks for watching. Bye.